begun. Unfortunately, because as per usual, YouTube was being a little bit of a mess, I was not able to really advertise this so much. Luckily, I got it all up now, and I will probably start waiting for people to find out that this thing even exists, because let's face it, YouTube hasn't been doing a very good job lately. Let's hope people finally start seeing it soon, though. Because here it is. And I know there's going to be people here because I know that there have been people who've expressed interest in it yesterday. So I've just got to wait and meander about. Unfortunately, I won't really be able to edit this out when YouTube makes this an actual video, or will I? Will I really? Oh, 6 viewers. Hey, what do you know? Hey guys, how you doing? So the thing is with this is I've actually been able to recently well, not post, we're not editing it. It's rendering right now. Uh my top 10 guilty pleasure films. All right, so good. Now I've finally been able to see the chat, so now we can finally start getting going. So, remind me, chat, do you remember what this stream is going to be about? If so, please let me know in there. I remember, I'm just seeing if you remember. And I will mention you by name if you get it correctly. It's a little game we are going to have. I mostly do this because a lot of the times people actually forget what the stream is about. It's funny, but it's also getting or not getting because I haven't done this in a while, but it gets a little frustrating. Cheese, tacos, those are different kinds of food, aren't they? Mm. Oh yeah, I also got to remember that the stream gets played very late. So I take it a lot of people don't really remember. So I'm just basically gonna say it right now. This stream is about just general stuff, like what direction the channel is going, just various kinds of content, basically anything kind of channel related. However, will you reviews or what is your opinion on X show or thing? That is gonna be ignored. Sorry, that's maybe another day. Maybe another day. So what do you guys got for me? Because I can't start doing anything till you guys have something. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Boy, this really isn't so much of a live stream now that I'm hearing this back. This is very delayed. Yeah, wow, this is like 12 seconds delayed. Wow. I'm listening to myself from the past. Ah, finally, I got one. How's Light and Dark going? I would sure like to know that as well. I'm still waiting for the art to come along. In fact, we have the first 2 episodes written, the first episode recorded. All I need is the artwork, and then I can finally actually start piecing the episode together and then release it. Boy, I can't wait for that. Considering the fact I've announced it about like almost, I don't know, it's getting to be about a year ago, I think, isn't it? And I'm really hoping this thing actually starts, being able to come out soon, because that would be nice. We've got a lot of good stuff together. Everyone really thinks that this show is going to be able to pull it off and become very well liked. Sure hope it will, at least we're putting a lot of work into it. So let's sure hope that it's actually going to turn out well. If it ever actually ends up coming out, it will come out. I'm not going to let it die. Because if the art takes too long, I'm just going to switch artists. Because this is getting a little ridiculous. And I understand, he's already explained to me, he's got like a lot of stuff going on in his personal life. I totally get that. It's just that, naturally people get a little tired of waiting sometimes. It's gets to be a little not the best, as we all know. And I thank you guys also for being incredibly patient during this whole thing. You guys have, luckily, for the most part, people have stopped asking, when is X thing coming out? When is X thing coming out? How is VeggieTales Abridged going? It is going good. How many episodes of VeggieTales Abridged are left? Okay, so let's count together. Next one is another TV one. We're going to plan on doing 3 of those in total, so that's 2 also. Then we've got, after that, we've got Rumor Weed, King George and the Ducky, Esther, maybe Ultimate Silly Song Countdown, if we can, but I'm probably going to turn that into a TV sketch, so actually, no, never mind, that's 5. Then there's Jonah, and then there's some secret ones we're going to be working on, so then that's going to add 5 to the roster. And then we've also got an Easter Carol and Star Christmas and Jonah. So that makes 14. There will probably be 14 left. And I'm glad you liked the first TV episode, Smash Bros. Smash Bro, sorry, 5. There's only one of you. Or is there 5? A lot of people really seem to like that TV one. Really, that was just made to be kind of some filler to wait for the Got the Chompies episode. So we kind of like wrote that into the story a little bit earlier. And yes, the Larry's possession thing actually does have to do with whatever the heck is going on in VeggieTales Abridged, because yes, Larry wasn't really possessed, I will say. He was just being mind controlled by In-Universe the Puppet Master to help further the mystery and the story arc. And yes, David Alvarez, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Jonah will be the finale. And boy, is that one going to be very, very unique. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of people have been saying, if you like the direction of VeggieTales Abridged, why are you going to stop it after Jonah? Because I don't want the story arc to outlive its welcome. Because the story arc, the way it's going, it has to be the end. It has to be the actual end. Oh, hey, some dude who arts. No money. No. Actually, funny enough, the money joke, I think I told you this, some dude who arts, who is also the artist for Light and Dark, welcome. I've been sick of that joke for so long. And I've wanted to retire it, but it's so popular, and I don't want to let you guys down, but like, I have eventually decided that we're going to start wrapping up the joke. In fact, in the Rumor Weed episode, Larry's finally going to get his money back. So we can move on to new running jokes, because running jokes are fine, but when they go on for too long and you can't really put very much unique spins on them, then it starts to get a little bit, that. Oh, Leaf Razor, hello, or Leaf Storm, as you are now. I gotta get used to that. How is X going is the new, when's the next X? It's basically the exact same question, but phrased more politely, and I totally respect that. Yes, I do, but I also, now realizing that, will also stop answering those. Yay! And no, I do not understand the Lyle backwards thing. I don't understand that. Do 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 do. Hello guys. A lot of new people coming in. Yes, actually, Leaf Storm / Leaf Razor / Billy Bob. That's what I'm going to say your name is now. You're very correct, actually, on Phineas and Ferb running jokes. I mean, how many times have we heard the Inator running joke, or "Curse you, Perry the Platypus," or anything? Aren't you a tiny bit small to do X thing? All of these jokes, running jokes, you're right, man, it kind of outstays its welcome, and it's one of the reasons why the cops joke and the money joke, they've kind of been taking a back seat, because I'm not like a running joke kind of guy. I've mostly been doing it because, people like it, but that's why things have been very, very much reduced on the running joke sector, because I want to focus on new stuff, and it's more fun to do new stuff. How have I been? I've been pretty good. Billy Bob, yes. Have I ever had a donut stuck in my baleen? That's not an appropriate question. I'm not talking that. You guys know what a baleen is, right? Because I'm not going to explain that here. I'm not responsible for sex education. Favorite Loud House character? Favorite Loud House character is Luann, even though I must clarify I actually haven't seen the Loud House in a long time. In my personal opinion, the new episodes are kind of getting less and less in quality, and we don't really have active television here in college, so it's a little harder to watch new episodes of stuff. You have to actually seek it out, and I don't know. The new stuff I've been seeing hasn't been really worth seeking out in my eyes, so yeah. That's kind of that. And now I'm still trying to remember that, boy, how laggy this live stream is. Because right now, when I'm listening back to it, it just said, oh, the new stuff isn't as good. Who's gonna be Grandma Nezer? I don't know. Auditions haven't closed yet. We got a couple people who are gonna redo their auditions, so we'll see. How come Esther won't appear in Live Reloaded? Because she's a one-off character. All right, what else you guys got in the chat? Have I seen Shape Tales? I have not. I've seen it in my recommended. I've never actually watched it. Will VTA be having a crossover, not an episode, even though Burb is kind of a... I don't know what that means. Yes, Mordecai did get your audition. Have you ever thought of having Grandma Gordon make an appearance in Live Reloaded? I don't know. I'm not really thinking about Live and Reloaded right now. It's on break. It is on a break, Rach! Yay. I exactly agree with Leaf Storm. Petunia basically does everything Esther could do, but less problem with hair, and also a little bit less of personality too. Remember, guys, what have you seen? Have you seen this show? We do a review of X show, with the exception of that one, Shape Tales, because I know that's been kind of popping up here and there. I just want to lay that to rest. Those will be ignored. Just want to let you know. And right now, the top 10 Guilty Pleasures film list is 74% rendered. 74, 74, 74. Ooh, favorite episode of VeggieTales Abridged. It's tough. It used to be Willy Wonka and the Clever Boys. But I'm starting to actually think A Tale of Two Tales might be my favorite. Although the TV one I think was pretty... I think that one was pretty funny too. So I'd say those three. Any of them that's not the first... Any of them 0 through 5 are just garbage, honestly. I hate them. And I'm actually considering remaking them. Like, have you guys ever seen Pokemon Bridged? Basically, they didn't like their first couple episodes either, so they went back and redid them. The old episodes were still up, of course, and that's what I'm going to do with mine. The old episodes will still be up, absolutely. But going back and redoing them, I think. It's something I've been thinking about because, yeah, that's, favorite VeggieTales album. I don't remember, honestly. It's been a while since I've listened to music, but I guess the All the Songs one was pretty nice. Why VeggieTales was canceled? Because it has been making no money lately, so the people that owned it didn't really want to do very much with it. Exactly, because the owner said screw that. So the thing is, as I've mentioned, a lot of VeggieTales content is on break right now. It is on a break! And because of that, I'm looking at making some new content though, but don't worry, I still like the show. Even though I'm taking a break from it right now, don't worry, the stuff will come back pretty soon. I mean, let's face it, let's see. I think, yeah, for 4 years I've been making straight content like this. It's just time to take a little bit of a break. And it seems like you guys understood that. I'm not saying like, oh, you guys don't understand that right now. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like you guys were very understanding. Like, I expected a backlash, and there was no backlash, and I was very happy with that. Well, Network 1245. 321 Penguins is in VeggieTales Abridged because I wanted to try something different. And for some reason, even though I built it as a crossover, a lot of people still didn't get that it was a crossover. One guy even asked, so this is 321 Penguins Abridged now? And I just kind of said, no, that I remember the advertisement said it was a crossover. Favorite soda? I am a Barks root beer guy. I love it. It is my absolute favorite. Sadly, they don't really sell it very much around here. Oh, see you, George Robertson. Hope you can come back to watch the recording of this one, if you can't stay too long. But yeah, Barks root beer is my thing. I'm not much of a soda drinker. I have like one a week, because I'm a pretty healthy eater guy, and I exercise a lot. But, every so often it's fine to treat yourself to one. Yes, actually, mayonnaise is an instrument. Well, actually, Leaf Storm, I kind of hope VeggieTales doesn't come back. I think its time is over. I think it's time for new creators to come up and try to do new things. How's my bag of coins? It's actually right behind me. It's laying on one of my bedposts because I have two beds here right now. Now that Matt is gone, and it is very heavy. Honestly, here, let me go grab it and show you. Well, I can't show you because there's no cam, but listen to this. $180 in coins. In fact, when I was going out on my walk yesterday, I found a total of $5 in a vending machine. Not kidding. Like 5 of those gold coins. The things people leave in vending machines, right? Give you good ideas for a good Bible Man show. How about like the demons being more metaphorical, I guess? How about actually decent writing? That'd be good for Bible Man, wouldn't it? No, I won't make my 2 beds 1 beds because I like having a north and south bed. They're very nice. I do play Smash Bros. I'm a Game & Watch main. Well, actually, David Alvarez, the next TV episode is actually going to have a cameo from my good buds who make this show called DDDZ. Not too many people watch it, but I thought it would be nice to not only thank them for being friends, but also give them a little bit of press. So DDDZ will have an appearance in VeggieTales Abridged. Yay! I haven't seen Thomas the Bridge. I don't know what that is. No, actually, the thing is with the VeggieTales Abridged is this was kind of always my plan. Even funny enough, before Doki Doki Literature Club came out, was to kind of make it look like a silly abridged series, but then eventually kind of jump the thing on you that there's actually some kind of serious story going on. That was actually the plan the whole time. And yay, I'm glad nobody caught on to it because that was good. So yeah, favorite food, green apples, absolutely. And yes, good, Mech. I'm glad that you were happy for that press. I got the audio files now, and pretty soon I'm gonna have that script written. And yeah, I've ever played Puyo Puyo. No, but I've seen people play it. Uh, there's no such show as VeggieTales Live and Abridged. It's not really a Kirby abridged necessarily, DDDZ. It's more like a hey Meg, I know you're here. Can you like write out a description of what exactly it is? Because it's not really an abridged, because it's more of an audio thing, to my knowledge. I haven't seen every episode, but yeah, can you write out a little description for me? Oh, finally, 100% rendered. Let me go. Now when this stream is over, you guys can all go flock over to my top 10 guilty pleasures list. And I will tell you one thing, that if any of you remember that defunct Cinema Surgeons channel, 2 films that we reviewed on there will be on this list. One of them has Adam Sandler in it. I mostly say that because that's a number 10. Thoughts on the Crash Bandicoot games? I've only played one, and it was that kind of not that great one that was on the Game Boy, the one that was a Spyro crossover, but it was alright for what it was. Hmm. All right, Mech, I'll hit you up on that towards the end. How's that? And then you can join in so you can explain what DDDZ is. Now it's time to listen and actually see where we're at here, because I like to mute myself when I'm listening to the live stream back. And here we go. All right, so DDDZ is a bit of an off-the-cuff series involving the characters of Kirby right back at you. So it's kind of like a mix between like Riff and Abridged, I guess. Oh yeah, that's the one I meant. Smashing Poke Kirby 64. It was Crash Purple. Crash Purple, it wasn't great, but it was fun for what I remember when I was a youngin'. Favorite silly song? It's still gotta be High Silk Hat. Absolutely gotta be High Silk Hat. Thoughts on the Frogger games? There's more than one? Yeah, High Silk Hat, always favorite. Always favorite. Well, like today, it's gonna be a big day. I got my first day of work because, yes, I'm working on Saturdays. I always do when you're in the political circuit. And that's gonna be fun now, isn't it? How'd you come up with Larry's voice? It's a mix between uh, basically Chris Chan with like a drunk uncle. A lot of people have drawn like symbolism to Pokemon Bridged Ash, that I mean I liked the show, but I wasn't able to like perfectly replicate the voice at the time, and honestly, it didn't really have that much of an influence. It was like kind of Chris Chan mixed with like a drunk uncle, kind of. Basically, I just wanted to give like how Larry's voice is kind of high and fluty and very, very approachable and lovable. Basically, I wanted to do the exact opposite of that and give him like this kind of voice. How about BFFs? That's my least favorite silly song. That BFF song. Ugh. Kyle and I basically agree on every episode, Mac. We basically have the same opinions on every episode. Yeah, like I said, I got like work coming up this afternoon at like so right now it's 1:25. I gotta go at like 3. It's my first day on the job. I'm gonna be doing tabling for Turning Point USA. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's a pretty good organization, although it's not for everybody, obviously, because not everybody believes in the same things I believe. But you know what? It's America, to each our own. Remember smashing Poke Kirby 64? I am not answering those questions on this one. Oh, I'm happy I'm oh, I thought you were saying taking. Oh, no, you're saying taking. Oh, it's probably a typo. Well, I'm glad I'm talking to you guys too here. How dare you, Mech? You accidentally misclicked and got out. You will be eradicated by my stomach! I'm wondering what the people across the hall think of me like this doing that voice. I don't even think they know what VeggieTales Abridged even is. Hey, Claus, how you doing? I'm gonna type a very important message in the chat. There you go. Now it's all yours. Now time to unmute myself so I can see where it is. And now I shall type in another important message. Here it comes. There. There we go. There it is. Look at it. Yeah, Ian, Mario Party actually is a pretty good one. Although it is a friendship ender. I gotta say, my bud Sam and I, he's a freshman at this college. We've been friends for a while. We went to the same church together growing up. Uh, we we played the new Mario Party, and I swear the game was trying to kill me. Uh, because like every single time it would always just do terrible things to me. Like there's one where it's like a metal detector. It vibrates whenever you walk over something and you have to find coins, and the more it vibrates, the more coins you get. I didn't get vibrated once, and my controller, like it had rumble feature, I could tell. It wasn't able to vibrate on anything, and it made me so mad. It, oh my gosh, the floating shopping list! Yes. One Crab's Trash is just one of my favorite ones of all time. One of them actually I'm wanting to do. I'm normally not a guy who posts memes. I mean, I did do the Robbie Rotten one, but one of them I want to do is all 45 presidents portrayed by SpongeBob. I know people have done that before, but it's really superficial because I really like presidents. I know everything about them, so I'd be able to represent all of them. Currently, I've got clips for all but 4, and I'm piecing it together, and it should be out at some point. Because I know everything about them. All right, let's see. Processing. Ooh, 95% guilty pleasure movies. Almost up there. Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams. What a baby. I'm not calling you that. It's just a quote. What is the worst thing you did? I'd probably say killed Dick Cheney. That was pretty bad. But in all seriousness, I don't know. I wasn't ever really a rebellious kid, so I didn't really do too many terrible things. Do I have a Switch? No, but Kyle does. I don't know his friend code. He's got a Switch. I want a Switch, but I want to get one someday. Someday. Remember Network 1245 Productions. This is many times I've said this. VeggieTales content is on a break right now. Remember? Yeah. I want a Switch. Because right now I'm at an entry-level job, it doesn't pay very much. I got whatever I need to buy, like gas. It needs to be a very important thing. So, and I'm not really much of I'm a very tight spender. I'm not much of a frugal spender anyways. See, I can manage your government. I don't spend very much. TAS, those are my initials? Nope. Those aren't my initials at all. TAS actually stood for, was it Trevor Associating with Spencer Productions, I think, because Spencer used to be my guy who did this with me. You remember Leo Norms, right? But Trevor is my first name. I won't tell you my middle or last name, but you will find it out someday when you see me on a ballot. I'll be running for office someday. Let's see. I'm a little behind on the chat here. Favorite Pokemon? I have 2. They're very weird choices. Voltorb and Hariyama. Those are my 2 absolute favorites. Close second would be the Gengar line. I love that. I love those ones. Personally, my favorite generation was Hoenn because actually for games it was Sinnoh, because Sinnoh was just very nostalgic to me. But when it comes to like the new lines introduced, it was Hoenn. I'm a guy who's I know all of them Gen 4 and below. I know some of Gen 5 because I played Black and White and I thought they were good. But that was the last of the Pokemon games I've actually played. But I've still got my Diamond cart from all the way back when I was in 4th grade, and I'm still playing it. Same game still. And yeah, I did use Action Replay to catch Pokemon that you can't catch in there because I only had one person to trade with, and it was a little hard. Oh yeah, Weezing is the best Pokemon. Yeah, I forgot Weezing is supposed to be the best. Actually, Weezing is one of my favorites. Maybe someday I'll make a top 10 favorite Pokemon list. If it gets enough popularity and requests. Wink. Because one of the things I'm doing every other Saturday, I'm going to make a list of favorite stuff of mine. As you can tell, it's like guilty pleasures this time. And in 2 Saturdays, I think it's going to be top 10 films everyone loves that I hate. And then the 2 weeks after that, it's going to be inverse of that. Have I played Smash Ultimate? Yes. And I love King K. Rool. But who knows? When those film ones are done, maybe you guys could vote on certain ones that I do. Wink. Like you guys do with TV Talks, which looks like Weird Al Show is going to be the next one, aside from the next Simpsons ones. Which actually, the Weird Al Show has a very interesting backstory. And all the information I'm getting comes directly from Weird Al. because on the DVD commentaries, he has told you everything you need to know about that show, and it's insane. No, I will never. No, some dude who hurts. I will never make a Leon Norms reboot for many reasons. One, I don't like those videos. Two, Spencer and I are living many states apart, and we keep in some contact. I mean, we're still friends, but we don't talk too much. So yeah, it'd be kind of hard, and I might make a joke actually about that in VeggieTales. Hmm. But I won't actually reboot it. No, I don't think I'm actually proud of any of my old videos. Let me actually go back and check. I'll catch up on the chat in just a minute. So keep saying things. Keep saying things. Yes, for all that is holy, please keep saying things. Let me just go back to my list of old videos and see if I'm actually proud of any of these. I can certainly tell you right now, my reviews that I made are not. Oh dear, did I say evil? I meant not that. Regardless, bring him in at once. It's Dave the Barbarian right there. Man, I've made a lot of videos. It's taken a long time to scroll back here. I wish on your studio you could like look at oldest first. Hey, look, one of my older videos is deemed not suitable for advertisers. Happy Fun Times with Cornelius Rookford. I don't even remember making those. All right, let's see. Leo Gnomes Can't Fly. Nope. Worst video ever. Nope. Coral Brothers had a good idea, just bad in execution. Charity Jerk, same thing. Villain's License, absolutely not. Nicktoons Network Arena, that's not even mine. Why am I still having these on my channel? Happy Fun Times with Cornelius Rookford. Okay, I kind of remember this. Just some depressed dude who talks about things, but I don't understand. No, not proud of those. Unexpected scenarios, good ideas, but not great. Oh, my reviews, the Tion series, absolute garbage. Yuck Bar, it was okay. Worst country singer, no. Mr. Grumpy's birthday party. Okay, this one, like, it's not good, but I am still kind of happy with it because I don't know. I think it was okay. All right, so that's one I was proud of. Starring Making Friends, starring Mr. Mean. Yeah, not great, but you know I'm all right with that one. Um, Not Dieting with Mr. Greedy though, not that one. Uh, let's see. Wow, this is a trip. I forgot I made even half of these. Heathcliff series, no. Brothers Grunt intro, no. Mr. Cool's game. Okay, I like that one. That one was all right. We weren't the best actors back then, but you know that one actually was okay. Every episode of Dave the Barbarian reviewed, no. Crazy Doctor Story, maybe I could remake that one another day. Crazy Drama Teacher, I want to remake that one someday. My first food special, I really wish I would have had my bud, who is known as that guy, Xavier. Wish I would have had him do with that, which we've learned since that second one, which I think is good. Tion. Hey, VeggieTales Bridge is starting here. Yeah, not proud of those early ones, not at all. Nope. Oh, actually, yeah, this is where the old stuff kind of stops. I'd say when Eddie Woodley comes in, that's when we stop making it old. Still, I did those garbage old reviews of mine, but luckily I rebranded those into TV Talks and made them just more some dude talking. So yeah, that hopefully that answers that about those videos. Now, time to go back to the chat and see what I missed. I think I missed a lot. Let's see. I think I scrolled up too high. Sparky the Dog, I love your old videos. Aw, thank you. At least that makes one of us. But seriously, thank you. Thoughts on Pokemon Let's Go. Haven't played it. Probably won't. I don't have too much time for that. Rob main. Kyle's a pit main, and he's got pretty good with Rob. I am the Senate. What a trip. Yes, blast from the past. I forgot about even half of those videos. Why are they even still on here? The boomerang effect. It's all coming back to you. Well, boomerang doesn't do that anymore. Now they just air contemporary stuff. When that's yeah, Claws of the Crew. That is exactly what that's a VeggieTales Abridged quote for those of you who don't remember that. We're not supposed to talk about this. We're not supposed to talk about those episodes. They're not very good. Yeah, that's how I feel about my old content. They're not very good, and I don't usually bring them up because I'm a different person than when I made those. Because that was like what, 7 years ago? Oh, you're my favorite VeggieTales YouTuber. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Even if VeggieTales stuff is on a break, it still means a lot. What joke was in VTA about you and Spencer? I don't think I mentioned Spencer by name at all, except for that video that I made about Leo Norms. Other than that, he hasn't been in anything. Boy, was that a trip going back and watching all those. Or not watching, but looking at them. Oh yeah, there's a Blessed Gift trailer. There's my Monopoly games, my Cell collection. The final T ones. Like the final reviews were okay, but like nothing special. Back when I had that old terrible hairstyle though, before I slicked it to the side like I do now. Admittedly, the hair kind of looks like George W. Bush hair that I have now, but you know what? It's better than the old hairdo I used to have. Made me look so young and immature. Here's my food special, worst VeggieTales episodes, which still has that gray profile pic. There's the old VeggieTales Live Reloaded Q&A. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Mr. Nezzer, Mr. Luntz random food special. Okay, now we're starting to get into stuff I remember. Coincidence? I think not. Yep. Blast from the past. Oh yeah, the Loud House musical. That never ended up panning out. Which I don't think it would have been as good after all, as I stopped watching it now. Oh yeah, more stories. Yeah, I mean, I kind of did that for like a wishlist week, but you guys seem to like that pretty well. Be patient. Your time will come soon enough. I haven't had to dish one of those out in months. Thank you. Yeah, Palgrave Mr. Lunt watching Dorbies, I'd say, is one of my top 3 videos that I have on this channel. Actually, the same day we uploaded, or the same day we recorded it, we uploaded it. And that's one of our funniest ones. We tried a little too hard in the first like 10 minutes of Rhapsody of Street Kids before we settled in. We tried a little too hard to replicate it, but you know what? I still like that Rhapsody Street one, even though the first 10 minutes aren't very funny. The Dorbies one, I think, it was just everything going into it was just perfect. And it's still, I think, one of our most viewed. Let me check. Still one of our most viewed, I think. Wow. 321 subscriber special Q&A. Wow. I have more than triple that now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 6th most viewed out of all my how many videos now? 501? I have 501? Okay. Oh yeah, Kimtown, but that never ended up coming out though because my editor ran away with the files, and I was never able to finish that. Oh yeah, Jimmy and Jerry with the cookies. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Cave Cat. I don't think I've ever told people this. So, because I live in Texas, I was coming back to spend the summer with Kyle. So, after spending 2 weeks back home in Texas, my dad and I drove down to Washington, or drove up to Washington. It took 3 days, and I might tell the road trip story another day. But I was able to see Kyle again, and then and I brought the cookies with me. My dad ended up leaving 2 days later because he had work to do back home. Anyways, the first thing we did after like reacquainting for like 2 hours, we ended up eating the cookies. So that thing got filmed and like immediately after we came and saw each other again. Hey, JJ's workshop. How you doing? Oh, the Bean Boozled. Actually, we got some more Bean Boozleds that I'm hoping are still good by summer because, we might be able to do that. Now, there's another food special that we're waiting to post because the camera we filmed it on went missing. So Kyle's going to try to find it. But it was a very, 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 very gross food special. uh, you're abridged pilot for, I don't know what you're talking about there. There was no Leo Noam's joke in VeggieTales Abridged, but there might be someday. There might be someday. All right, Mech, and I'll be adding you in about 15 minutes, I think. Oh yeah, that one, the VeggieTales Abridged one. Basically, well, I got my opinion already on that. I saw that actually it showed up in my spam yesterday. I could, if you leave a comment like somewhere on this stream, I could tell you what it is in private, unless you want me to tell everyone what I thought. Don't worry, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Basically, do you want me to, basically asking if you want me to give my review of it in public or private. Uh, and no, don't worry. It wasn't annoying. Don't worry. It wasn't bad. Basically, the only thing is just that like it was kind of a little too obviously inspired by my work. Uh, and I know that sounds really arrogant. That's not what I'm trying to do. Not at all. But like with Percy's voice and such, it kind of sounded a bit like it was kind of trying to ape. Which, admittedly, my earlier stuff was trying to ape other abridged stuff too. But we all got to start somewhere. That's how everybody starts off. And like what that Electroman guy said in your comments, I kind of agree with exactly that. Just go right ahead, and keep doing your thing, and you'll find your style. You'll get there pretty soon. That's what I encourage all of you guys to do if you want to make content. Obviously, I don't recommend aping, but like if you have to mimic in your first couple episodes to find your stride, that's okay. And if you own up to it like JJ did, then there's nothing wrong with that. I do have social media. I do have social media actually. I have Instagram and I have Facebook, and I kind of have a Twitter. It's mostly a joke Twitter though. It's basically just used for jokes. Now let's see, how far back am I? Hmm. You missed some stuff. That's what you missed, Claus. I do like musicals a lot, absolutely. Hamilton, I think, is just kind of overrated. I mean, I'm a historical fan, but I just think it was all right. Yeah, Claus can join us. Anyways, Rent, Rent is interesting. Like, I don't. It's kind of depends on my mood, but for the most part, I think it's very well done. It's not one of my favorites, but I do think it's good. Dear Evan Hansen, actually, I haven't actually seen that one. Thank you, David Alvarez. I haven't actually seen that one. I don't think. Well, actually, I just haven't seen that one. Some Doo Doo Arts, actually. Yeah, I'll just if you want to join, I'll patch you in. I'm basically gonna patch the DDDZ crew in so that we can describe it for a bit. And then I'll patch in some doo-doo arts, and then we can go. Dear Heaven Anson is awesome. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. So Claus, actually, if you could Discord me, I've also got Discord. Could you Discord your email? I can patch you in. Now remember, I'm going to kick you guys off after a little bit because I want some guy arts to come in here too, and then after that we can start wrapping up. Alvarez. Okay, I was close. No, sorry, Smashing Poke Kirby 64. I'm mostly doing this for crew members. Mm. Greatest Showman, actually. Yeah, that's one. I really enjoyed that one. My dad's not a musical fan, but even he enjoyed that one. So it was good to see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Let's see here. Just give me a moment. I'm going to start patching them through. Come on, ain't no time to do squeamish. Come on, come on. Swear on all my spores. When he's gone, the world will be yours. Yes. Okay. The email has been sent, so you two check your inbox. And like I said, some dude who arts, once they're done, I'm going to bring you on. Yeah, VeggieTales Abridged conclusion. I hope it's going to be good. I'm going to try to end it off with a movie. It'll probably end in about a year, I'd say. In about a year. I want to make it last a little bit. I want to make it last a little bit. Well, this kind of is a Q&A live stream, Cave Cat. It's mostly just about the channel, though. But TV Talks live stream or Q&A in general, sometime soon, maybe. I'm not wearing any pants! That's just a joke. I'd probably get arrested if I wasn't wearing any pants in this environment. I don't care if it's the privacy of my own home. For the record, I am wearing pants. Okay, now that joke's ruined, let's see. I mean, you know what I mean. Teach me, I mean what I say. You know what I mean. Sorry about that. That was just that was a song from the Popeye musical. Yes, there's a Popeye musical and it stars Robin Williams, and it is hilariously weird. Mordecai, you were there from the beginning. I already told you how many episodes there'd be and what was included, so I'm not going to repeat myself. I know you were here. Okay, so Claus, Mac, you guys gonna join?
Hello? Can I be heard?
Hey, there you are. There's one of them, and there's DDD himself.
Behold, it is I, the great King DDD.
There we go. Just gotta wait for Mac. Then you guys can start talking about your jams and your jellies, jams and jellies. I've learned that there is apparently a difference.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Also, I might be talking in my deity voice a lot because I do that out of habit.
Hey, you do you, man. So yeah, these guys will have an appearance in VeggieTales Abridged TV 2, name currently not decided.
Yep.
Sorry, Cave Cat. This is only... I'm only having crew members join on here. Basically, I'm just doing the DDDZ crew. so that they can help explain what the show is and what exactly their
Cool kids
crossover
only.
is going to be. And then I'm going to have some doo-doo arts come on because, why not? And then after
Cool.
that, I'm probably going to start ducking out. So I'll give you guys 15 minutes. I'll give him 15 minutes. And then I think I got to go for work.
Cool kids only.
What are you saying? You saying I'm not cool?
What? No.
I want to join the live stream. I wanna join
JJ
this live
Workshop says, I bet King Dedede will kill Thankos. I don't know who Thankos is, but
I think he's Thanos' like very, very grateful brother. Like he always says like thank you and everything.
No, I think it's not Thanos. It's his original character, Thankos.
What do you
that'd
mean?
be Planos.
There's a question here that I need some clarification. You've changed so much, man. What happened? I don't understand. Can you describe what you mean by that?
King Dedede is the best anime character of all time.
I mean, he's not wrong. He is an anime character.
You're darn right.
He will kill Thanos, and then thank Thankos.
Thankos.
Thanks,
Thankos.
JJ, can I? This is kind of weird, but can I use Thankos in VeggieTales Abridged?
Sparky the dog's asking, do you eat penguins, Tass?
That's kind of illegal.
I'm a
pretty
penguin.
sure it
Don't
is,
eat
right?
me.
I mean, I know eating some species like is illegal, like crocodile.
It's my original character, Blackman.
Hey, where's Mech? Is he here?
I don't know. I don't know. I figured he would have jumped on before me, but
I have not seen the Kirby Reanimated collab.
oh, it's great. Trust me.
Well, yeah, that's improving quite a lot. That's kind of what people do when they...
Don't eat King K. Rool.
That's kind of what people do when time goes on, though. They improve. They kind of find more stuff about themselves. Like me, over time. Back when I was younger,
Okay,
and started the
Kirby
channel.
64. Oh, sorry.
Back when I was...
okay, next trying to get in.
But back when I was young, I didn't have this interest in politics and the presidents like I did now. But now I do, and now I want to be one of them.
Okay, Mech's trying to get in, and Smashing Poke Kirby 64 says, King Dedede needs to be the only character in Smash Ultimate. Enough said. Heck yeah!
So like I
I'm
said, I'll give the
character.
DDDZ crew here a couple minutes, or we'll give them about like 10 minutes or so. We'll see. And then we'll give some doo-doo arts about 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. And then that's it. Does Kyle or Alfonso have a YouTube channel? Yes, he does. I've made a video giving him a shout out.
Mech says I may need to add him in. I don't know how to do that. I already
sent him a link. I sent him a link. He's just got to click it.
He's apparently having problems. Because apparently technology doesn't really like him.
All right, I'll send it again.
It'd be a lot easier if this were on Discord.
You better believe it.
To be honest, I've never even used Google Hangouts before. I'm amazed I managed to get in here in one go.
All right, Mac, here's another one. Sorry, folks.
Another one.
Take a minute.
Another. What about Larry and Smash? We need Larry.
Which Larry?
Yeah,
How
which
old is
Larry?
VeggieTales Abridged now?
The normal one or the abridged one?
Actually, hang on. That's a good question. VeggieTales Abridged. How old is it? Let's see.
When it comes to 4Kids, who remembers Winx Club and Magical Doremi? I remember Winx Club. I don't know what the other one is, though.
Let's see. No, YouTube. That's not VeggieTales Abridged. Doki Doki Literature Club is not VeggieTales Abridged.
Cappy the Hat Mario Best Buddy says we need Bob and Smash. Mac, the link isn't in the Hangouts page. It should be sent to your Gmail.
How old is VeggieTales Abridged? I'm trying to look at the theme song video and see.
Colin Joe's asking, how about both Larrys?
2015.
Whoa, oh, hey. Jotaro Frosto, careful there. You don't want to accidentally trigger somebody with comments like that.
What did he say?
He says, please don't say Winx again, or I am starting a school shooting.
Yeah, one more comment like that and I'm blocking you.
Yeah, be careful with that. Cave Cat says we need Jimmy and Jerry in Smash. Herbert and Wally could be their echoes. Because that's literally what they were.
Pretty much. Meg,
Except
I sent you an email
eggplants.
and you just have to click the link and you'll get in.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to try one more time. And if this doesn't work, I think it's just going to have to be me and Claus. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, folks.
Waluigi needs more love. No, he doesn't.
Who does?
Waluigi. He does not need more love.
No, I think he does. He has every right
He's an assist trophy. Get over it.
He has every right to be in Smash. Over Audrey, too.
He is. He's an assist trophy.
An actual Smash.
Ah. You know who really needs to be in Smash?
Conker.
Gene from the Emoji Movie.
I think Banjo and Kazooie.
I don't even think you spelled that right. I think it's Gene.
Who cares, honestly? It's the Emoji Movie.
Cave Cat says, thoughts on the live-action Detective Pikachu film?
I'm going to see it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Mordecai's asking, what's Kyle's channel's name?
Go ahead and look. It's somewhere on my channel. Look at the shoutouts.
Dee loves it when you call him Big Papa. No, I don't. That's weird.
Chris Chen likes it when you call him Big Mama, and that's very creepy.
Okay. I did not need to hear that.
Well, now it's archived on YouTube. You can hear it whenever you want.
Crap. Okay, to be honest, I'm trying so hard not to actually swear because I don't think you'll like it if I did.
Nope.
I'm trying
to keep
real
this channel clean.
Sorry, I'm trying my best not to.
I don't think you can. Can he join Google Hangouts with Discord?
I don't know.
I don't think he can.
King Dee should take over the stream.
Okay, so
all right, you heard him, Trevor. Get out.
All right, so sorry, Mech. I think we're just gonna have to go here.
Yeah.
So time for you. Tell us, what is DDDZ and what is your role going to be in the new episode?
Okay, so DDZ, it's a thing that exists on YouTube. Okay.
No kidding.
DDZ is basically just me and a couple of other guys, including NPC Mekachu and a couple of other guys. We basically just load up Bandicam because that's the only way we can record both our mics and the computer at the same time. It's weird. We basically sit down with the recording thing and we get a general synopsis of what a plot is, and then we just ad-lib the whole thing. It's basically kind of like an abridged Kirby series, except it's mostly on ad-lib and it's not based off of specific episodes, but just random plots we come up with.
And it's just kind of a variety thing, right?
Pretty much.
So what are you guys going to do in this new episode?
Oh, wait. Mac, are you there? Mac, hello? It says he's in here, but I don't hear him.
I see him. You guys see him, right? You guys see him in the bottom corner?
I see him.
It's not just me, right? I'm not crazy?
No, it's not just you. I want to hug Deity. He must be soft. Well, you gotta ask me to dinner first. I mean, what?
Gotta ask for consent. So anyways, what is your role going to be in this new episode?
No, Mech, you cannot be hurt at all. But, I guess while we wait on Mech to get all that figured out, basically, DDD is getting fed up with the salesman constantly trying to send him monsters, and so DD just gets fed up and doesn't want anything to do with the salesman anymore. And the salesman's service had basically Nightmare Enterprises is basically going down the tubes ever since DD stopped ordering monsters. And so the salesman, being desperate, decides to come up with a proposition. And that proposition is that DDD and his other various friends.
Hello?
Hello, Mac. There you are.
Okay, thank goodness. I have come to this chat.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, our Mennonite voice actor, NBC Mekachu.
Greetings and beyond the new. If you actually got that reference, I'd be surprised.
Well, I don't, so you don't have to be surprised. So, you guys excited
Well, that
for
was
your
also meant for
upcoming
the
VeggieTales The Bridge debut?
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Definitely.
So, how did this come to be? How did I get you on this show?
Well, technically you got me first, and then the others kind of just followed suit.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
I ended up sending in an audition to you back when the private messaging was still on YouTube. Yeah, thanks for that, YouTube.
I missed that.
And after you ended up hearing my audition, I ended up getting the voice for Name and Address Withheld.
Yep, because can't reveal it quite yet.
Real
And
quick,
then-
JJ's Workshop is saying VTA should honestly be on Netflix.
I wish.
Oh man,
That'd be
that's honestly
amazing.
kind of a pipe dream.
That'd be amazing.
I'd probably have to like go back on some of the older ones and touch them up a bit, but I think that'd be kind of awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
We would have had the others in here, but Dragonlink's not really comfortable with live stream stuff. I'm not sure about the whereabouts for Lion Dog. Hofflin's doing his own thing, and Rookie Foxcoon is kind of doing whatever it is he's doing.
Those are our other voice actors.
And they will presumably all be in this, right?
No,
Well,
it's just
Dragonlink.
me, Dragonlink, and Claws.
Oh.
Yeah, the others. Not
Dragonlink's
really.
the one for Espargoon.
Yes, Dragonlink is our Escargoon voice actor.
So
He's
basically, what it
Escargoon and
is
Tom.
with their story, it's just gonna. They're not. It's not gonna be like the Three-Toed Penguins one where they're like most of the thing. It's basically going to be, like it's gonna
Well,
just
at
kind of
least
cut
there
back
is
to
a
them.
penguin. At least
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
penguin.
But it's basically just gonna like cut back to them every so often.
Yeah. So basically, the salesman comes up with a proposition to make some form of currency. So he has Deity and the others reenact a. Should I give it away yet?
Nope.
No,
Okay, it's a good thing I asked first.
I'll
Let's
just
just
say
go.
that
Actually, I
What
think
is
it's
the
good that we
salesman's
stopped it there
proposition?
because
you're just gonna have to
good-
wait and see.
it's good we left it off there because cliffhangers make the heart grow fonder.
yeah.
Also, David Alvarez. Yes, we do know DM Hofflin.
I do too. He's working
Yeah.
on Light and Dark. He's the voice of Garuda.
Okay, Sparky the dog says, "Will Major Trump return as a voice?" I don't know who that is.
I've
neither.
never had President Trump on my channel. I mean, I mentioned him, but I haven't had him as a
Yes.
voice actor.
I don't think that's what they meant.
Well, there's only. Yeah, well, still, I'd like to get President Trump on here.
Oh my gosh, JJ.
I'd even settle with
What?
President Bush.
Plot twist: the currency is 11,000. No, 1,111 copies of Big Chungus on Xbox. No, it's not.
Yeah,
And he
I don't
said
know who
Major
Major
Thump.
Thump is. I don't know who that. Do you mean Major Stump
Okay.
extra? Because Major
Not
Stump.
Trump.
Dave,
Trump.
David Alvarez
I think
says,
they
okay,
tried.
Texas YTPs
I think they're
are
trying to
good.
say. I think they're trying to say Major Stump extra, which maybe he'll return if he wants to be a part of it.
Plot twist: Big Chungus is a dead meme. He died the second Ugandan Knuckles got to him.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay,
hold
Crazy
him
the
all
Train
right.
Jake. What do you do? Crazy Train Jake, this is kind of a. This is sort of a business-related thing. I'm not really sure if you're gonna be able to join this or not.
Well, I've already explained this enough, so I'm not gonna touch that again.
So
Yeah. I touched
should
it
I-
for you.
okay, I guess I was gonna mention about the whole DDZ thing, like what it actually is. I will say that it's a little more on the mature side, and by mature I mean it's a bunch of immature jokes. So
And it's also a little off the cuff.
yeah. Let's just say there's a bunch of immature humor.
And I will say that even though we are endorsing them and we are absolutely giving them promotion, if you're really
have
young
no
or you
affiliation
can't
with
handle certain stuff, I would also recommend maybe giving it a skip. But if you think you're
It's
comfortable
not
enough
the
with
thing
it,
for
go
her.
ahead.
Okay, I guess we should stop beating around the bush. If you can't handle swearing or sex jokes, needless to say, this show ain't for you.
It's not for the faint of heart. I mean, granted, it's just audio stuff, but
Well,
still.
yeah, but especially in the first episode, things tend to get a little wild. I'll just leave that right there.
Well, in the words of Scallion 1, those weren't very good.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's probably like one of our. That's basically the one we agree is the worst. But since it's the first one, we're kind of stuck with it.
I mean, most
how the mayor
early
got born
episodes
into
suck. I will say that most early episodes of everything suck.
Ladies Man 21751 says, "Do you like shows made by Dan Schneider?"
We cannot answer that. That's not. Remember, that's on the will be ignored list.
Oh,
Yep.
well, now I know that. Zip!
Wait, isn't he the one dude from Nickelodeon?
Yeah, he's the guy that got fired and had the foot fetish.
Oh yeah, that guy.
JJ's Workshop says, if you watch Jaws backwards, it's about a shark that keeps throwing people out until they have to open a beach.
I'm actually gonna try that sometime.
Okay, I'm gonna read this next one in my Mennonite voice. Smash Bros. 5 spoke with "Notice Me."
What do you want, buddy?
Senpai has noticed you.
Cappy the Hat Mario Best Buddy says, the Peach from the IRS needs to do another premiere.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
Wait, do you mean like the Peach as in like the one from the show, or the one as in like JK's alt?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You want help?
Smash Bro 5 is apparently the real Meta Knight.
So, back to DDDZ.
No,
So
I am the
how
Meta
is-
Knight.
How is this premiere or this little cameo you guys are doing? How is this going to differ from your regular show?
Go potty.
Well, for one,
it's
it's kind of
For one, it's scripted.
one.
Yeah, for one, it's scripted. Unlike our normal DDZ, which is just ad lib.
It's kind of off the cuff. Think of it like your Fantastic Fictioner series, but we kind of make it up as we go.
Well, that was kind of scripted. It was half scripted.
All right.
Well, okay, we for the cameo we did make a script, even though it was mostly ad lib just to come up with the script to get the general idea or whatever.
Okay. Leaf Storm says the Peach from the IRS is a YouTube channel that live streamed every VeggieTales episode.
Like, we know who that is, but
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know
not
what
really
that has
very
to-
well versed in.
I don't know what the Peach from the IRS having to do another premiere has to do with anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, Sparky the dog.
Sparky the-
said,
oh.
I have 2 VeggieTales on Netflix posters. Am I in trouble? It depends
Okay.
on who you ask.
Trevor, look at what JJ just said now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry.
A guy walked
Why
into a bar. Ouch.
So you got one last question before we got to switch up. What are you guys hoping to get out of this?
Well, some notoriety,
exposure.
that's for sure.
Exposure and variety.
Because how much do you got following right now for DDDZ?
Well, we only have 11 subs.
Not really that many people. Like, most of the subs are basically just our normal voice actors, I guess.
And the only comments that we got was from Loving Too Much Iowa.
We're not
supposed to
talk about them. He's
No.
not very good.
No, we are. Before you guys leave, as a token
Oh,
for
boy.
having you on here, how about you talk about that?
Well, you're kind of the one that introduced
No,
us to him.
no. You're the guests here. I've done enough talking right now. You guys got to go ahead and do this.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Okay, so when we ended up adding him to when we added Trevor to my private Discord server, we ended up like reading a bunch of the fanfics that he wrote, including, if not limited to, Animaniacs to Be or Not to Be,
To
Which is the one
clarify,
that-
not that I wrote, that Loving Too Much Iowa wrote.
Yeah, that's the clarification. So that was
Okay,
that
here's the
one,
thing.
the-
His fanfics were
SpongeBob
kind
Remain
of
Forever.
mediocre at first, but then somehow the quality of his fanfics just got absolutely worse as time went on.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta put my dog inside.
Okay.
You keep talking.
So basically, Loving Too Much Iowa, he did mediocre fanfics at first, and then they just started just becoming very poor quality. I'm pretty sure most everyone
Okay, I'm
agrees
back.
that the worst one is his Smash Brothers fanfic.
Yes.
Oh, without a doubt.
if that one doesn't
pretty
count,
much
then it's
cheated a
Animaniacs.
record.
If
It
the- if
cheated a
it's-
record.
Yeah, because he spammed like a couple sentences a bunch, and then now it's 7 million words, so it's technically the longest one ever written. It's called Super
Which is
Smash Brothers
cheating.
Under Fire.
It's cheating.
Also, apparently, I'm an evil sorcerer
And then his second worst is Animaniacs.
that turns into a
For sure.
dragon.
Like his most recent
Just like-
one was his most recent one.
I-
It started off decent quality, but then the quality of that fanfic just deteriorated as it went on.
I mean,
Put
it
a
was
link
still,
to his thing in there, by the way.
It was still readable, but it only barely.
Hang on, guys. Sorry, Sparky the dog. Everyone hailed Jesus. He gets it. He got it.
Oh my god!
Jesus!
Oh,
Yeah.
hell, gee.
Everyone, applaud him. Applaud him.
Yay! Sparky got it!
Everyone
I feel
hail
so sorry for you,
Jesus.
Sparky.
Everyone hail
I feel
Jesus.
so
He
sorry for
judges
you.
us all within the milk.
We're accepting religion and God. I hate accepting religion and God. Stop the plane! But yeah, so we actually had a bit of a run-in with Loving Too Much Iowa. Like some of us left reviews, and like when I left my first review on one of his fanfics, I don't remember which one.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to be
He
taking
said-
stuff for a moment.
He sent me like what was it? Like nearly 300 messages in the span of like an hour. He was that salty about it.
Yeah, and they were mostly just kind of garbage. Like they weren't even sentences. They were just kind of like.
That's why.
I'm sorry, guys. I got another conversation going on at the same time as this one.
That's all right. We're almost
Yeah.
through here. Anyways,
So
But yeah, as I was
and then,
trying to,
and then
yeah,
recently,
and then
and
recently,
then recently,
he started attacking our channels.
okay. Well, okay, it should go into a little more detail. He started like messaging me on fanfiction again, like saying like I'm ignoring him or something. And so I asked Trevor to, freaking tell him to stop.
and
And he did. And apparently, Loving Too Much Iowa took that as an insult, and then he started spamming all of the videos on our DDZ channel, which is utter nonsense.
He even started
I mean,
spamming the videos on our own channels.
Exactly.
Like that one video, that Ikabeezer cover that I did for Trevor as a way to thank him for being a part of the crew.
Yeah.
He ended up commenting on there.
And the best part was Loving Too Much Iowa apparently thought Trevor was supporting him, even though he was telling him not to do that.
And there was
I
also
don't
a
even
time
know how he
where
thought that.
there was also a time where he thought that Claus and I were the same person, and apparently
Yeah.
thought that we were also gay.
Well, okay, for Mac, I know he's straight, but for me, it's a different story. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's complicated. Anyway,
A little too complicated for your understanding.
even for my understanding, but yeah, that was. Oh yeah, and he also one of his messages. Like I read one of his messages and I accidentally said the N-word because of it. Like he literally made me say the N-word by accident.
Oh no!
If you guys wanna
remember
see-
that.
If you guys want to see his fan fiction, I just posted a link in the chat. So there you go, guys.
Also,
thank you
Smash
very
Bros.
much.
5 is apparently Dark Meta Knight.
So guys, thank you very much for coming on. It's been great having you,
It's
And,
a pleasure
The
to be
pleasure
here.
is all mine.
and I'll see you on Discord in just a couple days. All right.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. They're on. Live stream ain't
Yeah.
over yet. I'm just about to patch in someone different.
All right.
Okay.
So for my next guest, see, I could be Conan O'Brien.
Dee Dee's out.
All right, see you guys.
Well, take care. That's all you
Alrighty.
get. That's it. Read a book.
Okay, so there we go. That's just me now, and now I'm gonna get the next guy in, and my next guest. Is some guy arts, hopefully, providing he actually gets this. I'm hoping he does. By the way, speaking of which, did any of you guys get that Lost Viking joke from VeggieTales Abridged holiday episode? Did any of you guys get that one? Because it doesn't seem like a lot of people got it. Hey, there we go. Oh. So before we get started, I just want to say that joke was basically, it's a reference to that ill-gotten show, Thumb Wrestling Federation. Some guy who arts everybody. He is here. Welcome. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear him? I can't hear him. You there?
I doubt you dare doubt my pop culture sensibilities.
Good old Larold the cucumber. Which, by the way, as I have said earlier on in here, while some guy who arts is getting pieced together, there's still Grandma Nezra auditions. The audition time is almost over. I extended it because somebody wanted to redo theirs. So, if any of you guys still want to audition, they're still open. And like I said, the only requirements are just in that one video. So, I'm starting to hear something.
Whoa, gather round now and listen to my story. Oh, gather round now and listen to my song about my Savior Jesus and how he came to free us. And one day he'll return to take us home.
That was very nice.
How's that for an introduction?
That was very nice. By the way, JJ's Workshop, I'm sorry you got in trouble. I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry that happened. Anyways, welcome to the live stream. Some guy who arts.
Yo, what's up? Just letting you know, I'm in my bathroom on my phone right now because my workstation is kind of occupied at the moment, so I cannot read the chat. So if you want to answer questions, you're gonna have to read them for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
All right.
No wonder it sounded so echoey in there. Hey, maybe
Yeah,
I could go into
exactly.
mine and it could sound echoey in there too.
Yeah, sorry about the echo. I was
No
kind
problem.
of worried about that.
He gives it a dramatic flair.
A dramatic flair. I wouldn't really say dramatic. There's nothing dramatic about it.
Come on,
Alrighty.
the bathroom is the land of drama.
I mean, what way do you mean that? That sounds kind of weird.
Any way you want to interpret it.
I'm scared.
The
I'm scared of how to interpret that. Oh,
The-
but by the way, I don't know if the guys who you had on are still on the live stream, but I do want to say this. Waluigi does matter. Waluigi Force Smash as a playable character. Forget your opinions.
Yes.
You guys are all irrelevant. Get out of
Hey.
here.
One of them wanted it, I think.
No, I mean, I think one of them did.
Yeah, Claus, he didn't. Claus doesn't want him.
Oh,
Which, there's no such thing as a wrong opinion except for that one.
exactly. Hold on, is he the one who voiced DDD? Because I have no idea what he was talking about, this DDDX thing.
DDDZ. Yeah, we put him on so he could kind of explain what DDDZ is, and so that we can understand the cameo a bit better when it comes around. Because that episode will probably be done in about 2 weeks. I don't wanna promise anything because let's face it, VeggieTales Abridged is the king of delays. Have we forgotten episode 11?
Oh, shoot. How long ago was that anyway?
Like how long it took, or how long ago was
How
it?
long ago was episode 11? Because if I'm not mistaken, you're like on almost episode 20, aren't you?
Yeah, this is going to be episode 20 coming up, and I think episode 11 was technically episode 15.
Oh, okay.
I know
Wait.
it took about a year to finish.
Oh, really? Was it because you had to switch editors, didn't you?
3 times.
Well
That
then.
It was a blast, I tell you.
Wait, so hold on. If I'm not mistaken, you originally edited Live and Reloaded yourself, and then you got Leaf Razor and some other guy to do it?
That was abridged. So we first got Whoop Do Crafter, then we got Axis, and then we got Leaf Razor, and now we have Welcome to Land of Nothingness is back.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. I always
Yeah.
wanted to try to do some editing, but I'm like backed up on my schedule too. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if any of your fans have watched my content, but I mean,
They should.
if you are, you should totally subscribe to my channel for some quality VeggieTales reviews. No, I'm just joking. They're anything but quality. But shoot, now I just lost my train of thought here. Oh, right. I'm backed up on my review schedule. Like, goodness gracious. I have like tomorrow's video that I'm posting is the only video that I have left. So now I have to go back and start editing some more videos. So that
Oh no.
depending on the situation for this week, that means I might have to delay my Jonah review. So, and actually all the other reviews, something I really do not want, but I might have to.
No. I mean,
I
like
know
whatever you feel like you have to do, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I told you this, but just to clarify for the people who are watching, wherever they are, I kind of, let's see, from like October to a little bit of now, I've been suffering from a VeggieTales burnout. And on
Brothers.
my tats, it's not creatively, it's just everything related to VeggieTales. I've just been kind of burnt out, like, of it all, which is very odd, I realize, but yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of get that. I'm going through a semi thing right now. That's why I'm taking a bit of a break, like for a couple months.
Yeah. Also, I recommended that he took the break too. So if anybody still has questions about that, you can send your hate mail to me.
Yeah. Well, I was already considering it, but he was the one that convinced me to do it.
Yeah, we had like what, a 3-hour conversation, like what, last week about it, and
Yeah,
bunch of
that's
other stupid stuff too.
Yeah, that's when we recorded the Christian nutrition video.
Oh
Correct.
yeah.
Which, by the way, he has since commented on the other video I posted that day.
Yeah, where you were crying that night.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to ask you. I wanted to make sure that you're all right. You doing better?
I'm doing much better now, actually. The comment you left actually helped a lot, and I've been getting closer in touch with the word, reading more and stuff, and it's been helping a lot.
Yeah, the word definitely does help in seasons of struggle.
Yeah.
Even though for me, I ain't no perfect Christian, so my sinful nature tends to get the best of me, and I kind of turn to run away. But he always comes back at the end.
For me, it was like ever since the new year kind of began, like with Matt leaving and all this new shake-up stuff, I just kind of got so preoccupied. And then it kind of felt worse because of that, I guess. But I've gotten ways to manage it now. And don't worry, like I said, when I'm running for office, that's going to be completely under control. You're not going to have to worry about it.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, I don't want to burst your bubble, but it's just the life that I've been living. Like, we always tend to idolize, like, I'm not trying to be preachy. I feel like I might sound like I'm a preacher right now, which is kind of funny because I'm actually going to be preaching at my church tomorrow. But what I just want to say is I want to make sure that people don't idolize things. Like, man, if everything turned out to be this way, my life would be so much better. Because I think Jim Carrey said this quote. He said that he wishes that everyone would be rich so that they would all know how it feels to still be miserable. So
I mean,
want
he's
to-
absolutely correct.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why a lot of people commit suicide. Wow, this conversation took a dark turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it started off talking about editing, and now it's going on to suicide and depression. Well, hey, at least it was a natural flow.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but the thing is that I just don't want, for the benefit of you and all your other viewers, to not just try to make a scenario that everything would be perfect, because little do you know that if that scenario does happen, it's still a good chance that you still will feel like nothing's been accomplished even with that. So
Oh, yeah.
just trying to give my life advice out there. Sorry.
Oh, I know. Trust me, my grandpa actually found that video, and he told me all about what he went through, and he told me a lot of stuff that could help.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, that is definitely why we do what we do.
Yeah. Or why they did what they did, and then
Which
had
was
to stop.
stuck. Which was
and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.
No, they had to stop being good, and that's what bothered me. Like,
Yeah.
everybody always points to Pistachio as the point where VeggieTales took a turn for the worse, and I have to say, I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
I liked Pistachio, honestly. I mean, it wasn't, compared to the other stuff, it wasn't good, but I think it had some good heart moments to it, but I will not deny that that's where it started getting bad. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
Like-
like I said, that one guy who works at Big Idea who since lost contact with, and last I know, he still doesn't want me to say his name. All I will say is his first name is Bo. I don't remember his last name.
Time
but,
to check the credits.
He basically told me exactly what I said in the overrated list, that when Pirates didn't do well, they kind of made that to kind of capture the older audience again and make Jonah a thing. But then when they saw that Pistachio do something that was the complete opposite was a success, they thought, oh, this is what people want now. Let's just do this. So they were like CNN. They just read anecdotal evidence and accept it for truth.
Oh, so that explains why there were so many fairy tales during what I would call the dark ages of VeggieTales, which ran from 2010 to 2012.
Yep. Well, actually, it also went into 2015 a little bit with Noah's Ark.
Well-
Although I don't even know what that was.
Well, you see, in the way I see it, I like to split VeggieTales by eras. So, just to kind of elaborate, episodes 1 through 12, I call the classic era. King George from Snoodle's Tale, I'll call like the early 2000s era. Sumo to Saint Nicholas is the late 2000s era. 2010 to 2012 is, like I said, the dark ages. And the reason why I say that is because, man, those episodes, I was rewatching it with a friend, and I'm just like, goodness gracious, these episodes are so bad.
I mean, like, there's a couple good ones, but for the most part, they're just kind of stale.
The only good one that I saw out of the bunch was Little Drummer Boy.
I thought Meaningful Life was good. I like that one.
No. Literally, okay, so here's what happened. We watched Sweet Pea Beauty, which is the ugliest episode of VeggieTales, even worse than Where's God I'm Scared. But we went out to watch A Meaningful Life afterward, and Sweet Pea Beauty actually made me feel sick, like sick to my stomach. So we watched It's a Meaningful Life, and there was two parts in when we were watching it, I just gave up and quit. The first one was when we saw a picture of Petunia pregnant, and I was just like,
Yeah,
no,
I didn't care for that either.
that was disgusting. And then the second time was when we saw, this was like in the alternate future that Larry could have ended up with. There was this advertisement of showing Larry with like that cheese thing. I don't remember what the image was, but I just walked up and left. And we to this day, we still haven't finished the episode.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple moments in there that aren't good. I think it just has good heart, though, and I genuinely like the story.
Also, the songs, besides like 110%, is good. Everything else is just, ugh.
110% and Munchie Dream are the only ones I like. The songs are admittedly the weakest part.
Yeah, that Stephen Curtis Chapman song I used to like too, but I found it very underwhelming. Just like, eh.
I will say this, though. Back when I made my favorite episodes list, it certainly has been knocked down because it's one of those where it's like every time I go back to watch it, it gets a little worse. But I still do like it enough to say that I like it. But
Yeah.
that might change in like 10 viewings if it makes it to that much.
So then that leaves the question, is it really a good episode to begin with then?
Personally, I like it, but like as I grow older, I kind of notice some stuff.
Yeah. It still has a lot of animation errors, that episode too. That episode still looks like it was partially rendered.
And then there's like Beauty and the Beat, which I know it's terrible, but it does have some parts that legitimately made me laugh. Like Bob saying, "I have all your albums. We only have one album, and I have it." Like,
yeah, I know.
Like
No,
that was really funny.
okay, so just to make my case for Pistachio, like as an episode of VeggieTales, I would say it's bad.
Yes.
But the thing is, when you compare Pistachio to watching Pinocchio from Disney, why would you even make it? Why? There's a much better alternative for you to watch.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not denying that. I'm just
So-
saying, like, it's not as bad as people give it credit for. It's not great.
I'd say it's
Not
as
at all.
bad as people say it is. In some cases, it's a little worse because Junior was so freaking annoying.
I didn't find him as annoying as I did, like, League of Incredible Vegetables.
Oh yeah, Junior was unbearable in League. That's why I absolutely hate that episode too. It was a Larry Boy episode, and he still gets kidnapped at the end, and Junior's beyond annoying. Like, these people, man. People with these obsessions with juniors. Goodness gracious.
Mhm.
But the quality of the episodes did seem to increase slightly with 2013 to 2014, though. Like, those episodes were actually pretty good, with the exception of Mary Larry, which actually I was rewatching with my friend today. And you know what? I realized something.
What?
I realized that Bob's story arc is the exact same from the Star of Christmas in that
Oh, it
episode.
is. And also, I realized that the Duck Dynasty guy is a terrible voice actor. He's just reading. You can tell. It's terrible.
You see, why do cartoons just stick random celebrity voice actors? And the thing is, they only say like 2 lines and that's it. And then they make a big deal about, we got Shaquille O'Neal, we got Nicki Minaj. Why? Why even waste your money to do that?
Well, maybe that's all they could afford. It's like in SpongeBob when they made JKL, played by Johnny Depp. He only says like 5 lines. One of them is just repeated over and over again.
No, brother.
They clearly just did that for ratings drama, plus with the addition of one of you will not return. Like, that's just ratings gold.
I mean, to give benefit to an episode that I think is one of your least favorite, which is Celery Night Fever, at least Terry Crews did play a big part in that episode, I will
Yeah,
say.
I mean, it wasn't a good part, but at least he was there.
I mean, I actually really do I like Celery Night Fever. I thought it was actually a really refreshing, actually. It was like a breath of fresh air
But
compared to all the other trash.
why would you make an episode for kids about that?
I mean, you could say that about a lot of shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Why would you make a show that basically
Well, I
just
mean,
kids?
Well, no, I mean, like, that's fine on its own, but why would you, like, make something about Saturday Night Fever, like, heavily allude to it? I don't know, it feels weird. I mean, to be fair, we're the ones that made it about Futurama, so who are we to talk?
And there was another thing you said. Oh, you made one about Harry Potter, too.
Yeah, that one we had to stretch, but we did it.
Okay, there's another one I know you made of some adult show. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, I don't doubt. I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, so I mean, could you really make that argument? I don't know.
I don't know. It's just more like the way they did it, like, felt just kind of cringy to me. I don't know. Like, it just kind of looked desperate. Like, yeah, we're hip, we're cool. Here's a movie from, like, what, the 70s? At least the stuff we did it on was contemporary.
I mean, the thing is like, let them do what they want to do.
I mean, to be
If they
fair,
do it
they
the good
were
way, that's
dying
good.
at the time, so, like, might as well let the dying person have his wish.
Yeah, exactly, I guess. Might as well kill off VeggieTales in, like, the worst way possible by having a really crappy Netflix spin-off to a spin-off and then just end it off like that. And then
As
fire
long-
all your workers.
As long as it doesn't have, like, some kind of crappy reboot later on, like Powerpuff Girls or Animaniacs,
They
I think
are.
we'll be fine.
I'm going to say this, in about 10, 15 years, there's going to be a crappy VeggieTales reboot. And you know who's going to be run by?
Who?
Those guys who did Rob and Harry.
Rob and Harry?
You remember, like, there's like this very popular, like, crappily animated Bob and Larry ripoff? It's on YouTube somewhere.
Isn't it, like, with fruit instead of VeggieTales?
No, it's not that. It's not that. That one was actually funny because it was a stupid, funny parody. No, but there's like this terribly animated footage of Bob and Larry from this vacation Bible school. and it just looks really bad.
Oh,
Like
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm
I don't
gonna look
remember what
this
their
up just to
names were
refresh.
though. Huh? I'm trying.
I'm gonna VeggieTales, VBS. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm
I'm
probably
trying
gonna get
to
a bunch of
remember what their
VeggieTown
names
stuff.
were. I can't remember what the names of the characters were, but it was something they just rhymed with Bob and Larry, and then they always try to allude to like the Larry character losing his hairbrush, kind of being all like, "Look at that, kids. We're hip and relevant. We know what you like." Yeah, it was ridiculously bad. Even as a kid, I saw it, and I'm just like, this is absolutely awful.
And it was unauthorized, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I guess you could say it's a parody, but it's. I don't even know why they posted it on YouTube for like.
Oh,
everyone
there it
to-
is. There it is. Yep.
Yeah, you can play it
Yeah.
if you want.
Kid Fusion.
There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Like, guys, you know that VeggieTales has VBS packs that you can purchase, right?
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
You-
I'm gonna put a link in the chat if anyone wants to see it.
You
And why does
don't
Larry
need to do this.
Why does like Larry sound like Runt from Animaniacs? This sounds weird.
He sounds like he's talking with toothpaste in his mouth. And then Bob just sounds like he's done by a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, it's like an old runt with like some kind of strange. I don't even know what Bob sounds like.
Hey guys, we just wanted to welcome you to Kid Fusion, a place where we can talk and learn about God. Isn't that right, Harry? Yeah, Bob.
Something definitely scared me, Rita. Definitely scared me.
What was that voice? It sounded exactly like him. Who was that voice that you just did?
That's Runt.
Oh, sorry, I didn't watch those old cartoons. They were before my time.
That's me. It's definitely scary.
It's very scary. Very scary, Rob. Oh, bro.
Oh my
The
gosh.
things that people put on YouTube that they think will go one way and then will go another.
Yeah,
I can hear it in your voice. You're reflecting on all the stuff you posted back when you were younger.
I mean, I'm actually honestly, if it wasn't for these guys constantly saying that they like it, I would have already deleted like half of that stuff. In fact, actually, a couple of them I didn't even mention on my retrospective because they're private, and I want them to stay that way, and I don't want people to ask me to unprivate them.
I mean, the thing is, I'm going to join in one of those people saying that you should unprivate them because
No,
for you, at least, there's a path. Like you started off with, I'm just going to put it the way you want to put it, in a very crappy direction, and then you improved over time. And let me say, the improvements you did over time were incredibly drastic.
yeah, like
So,
I don't want to be that guy who's like, yes, I am great, I did improve, but like, yeah, my older stuff was, ugh.
no, guys, what are you talking about? Leo Norms is the greatest YouTube series of all time.
No,
Where's
it was
my
not!
revenue? Huh?
No, it was not.
Yes, it was. It was just little kids being little kids. Come on. Give
Well, we
yourself
weren't
some
little.
credit.
We were like 13 or so, but like, yeah, we were just
cares?
kids who were too young to even have a YouTube channel.
Exactly, man.
Being stupid.
I mean, what 5-year-old's gonna listen to the policy saying you have to be 13 years old and up to have a YouTube channel? No one is. That's who.
Yeah. Well, some of them have actually been privated for like 6 years now. Like I privated them even way back then. Like even young me with no quality control is like, yeah, I'm not proud of these.
Oh,
Like
jeez.
one of them was a parody of Goosebumps, and like I privated that like 2 months after I posted. I'm like, yeah, this is garbage.
It was called arm bumps. Oh wait, buddy has no arms. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm infatuated with that idea right about now. It sounds really freaking funny.
Like, yeah, man, they're so bad though. But yeah, I definitely pride myself on improving now. Like with a couple of the other stuff I'm trying. Like, young
Yeah.
me definitely wouldn't have been able to tackle Light and Dark. There's no way.
Yeah. I was reading the script when you first sent it to me with Light and Dark, and I just remember just reading at the script, and I'm just like, this could really be something. Like, I'm not just saying that because, oh, you're talking with TAS Productions and you're on his live stream and you're just bowing down to him. Like, I'm a very opinionated person. If I think something sucks, I'll be more than happy to say that it sucks. But with Light and Dark, I was a little bit worried because of some of the subject that you were talking about, and I was kind of worried about how it was going to be portrayed. But as soon as I read the script, I was just like, Light and Dark has a lot of potential to do things. There's a lot of issues you can tackle, and I think that someone of your intellectual and I don't know, emotionally, shoot, I don't know what word I'm trying to say. Something that makes me smarter, that makes me sound smarter. But I feel like someone of your talent could definitely pull it off.
Well, thank you. What kind of subject material were you getting a little concerned over?
I wasn't really worried about the subject material. The thing is like, how is he going to handle this certain issue? Because I can tell that Light and Dark is definitely a little bit geared toward a slightly more mature audience.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not for like. Let's just say
not for-
VeggieTales, Live and Reloaded, and Light and Dark are skewing towards different age groups.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. But I definitely do feel it could be the best way I can compare it is like Angel Wars, that show I was talking to you about.
Yeah,
I
remember
definitely feel
that.
like it could catch that audience. Is there ever going to be a fight scene in Light and Dark though? Is what I would love to see.
There might be later on down the road. I know there's definitely going to be like a heavily like debates and like kind of verbal fighting. I know there's going to be several bits of that,
Oh, okay.
and there is going to be one part. I'm not going to say what happens, but let's just say Garuda actually ends up meeting Miles. So, of course, Light's going to have to do some stuff to protect him because he's pretty much he's the devil's right hand man.
That sounds great. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Whenever you have those scripts for episode 2, I'm excited to read it.
Oh, no problem. I'm not. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but like once the art is finished, like I'll be able to post episode 1. I got everybody's files all set, and we're
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, don't worry. They'll be coming in. Again, don't worry, people. Light and Dark is not canceled because of my scheduling problems. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I know you're not like Whoop-Doo. You won't like. I won't send you like the only copies, and then like I say, hey, my computer is getting full. Can I like delete these files? And then you say like, oh yeah, like totally. I've got it all under control. And then it never comes out because he ran away with the files.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Although he didn't do it out of like maliciousness. I think it was like he genuinely got like super crazy busy and stuff and like wasn't able to finish it. But then it was like it was just a bunch of misunderstandings. So I in no way blame him for that. By the way, Lucky Rose, I'm glad you're excited, and don't worry, episode 2 has been written and it's going to be coming out soon.
I got you. Oh, because the way that you were talking, I was about to say, I was thinking, I'm like, Whoop-Doo Crafter, you are something, all right. The way that you're describing it, but I mean,
yeah, it was definitely not malicious, and we made amends over that. So I hold no ill will towards him, and honestly, I think it kind of did me a favor because it's not that the show was bad. It's like I still think it's funny, but I think it might have gotten me in a little bit of trouble, especially with how sensitive North Korea is and like what President Trump's trying to do with all that, and I think it just kind of would have got a little controversial for my taste.
I mean, it's just
because.
It's not
well, like shortly after, like a bunch of big North Korea stuff happened, like the Sony hacking and more nuclear threats. And it was like, okay, like
that was back in 2014. You did this in like 2016.
No, wasn't there like another hack though? Like, didn't they hack something else again?
I mean, I think there might have been 2 Sony hacks, but that was like 2014. That was the big one, and then 2015 might have been a smaller one. But I mean, I don't think that you would get North Koreans posting propaganda on your YouTube channel instead of.
No, but like I wanted to avoid all kind of controversy like that and just kind of steer clear, you know?
I got you.
I'm not here for controversy. I'm here to make people laugh and, in Light and Dark's case, maybe even think a little bit.
Oh, shoot, my bad. But yeah, because Lord knows we already have enough of that going around YouTube. Right, Keemstar?
Is he still around? Is he still doing stuff?
Yes, he still is.
Oh.
Very much so, yeah. I'm sorry to say.
Why?
Because people exploit drama, like TMZ. I always look to them whenever I think of people who exploit drama for money.
Now, I'm going to say another controversial statement, so don't go all Christian nutrition on this, but Keemstar is proof that there is no such thing as evolution. His kind should have died off a long time ago.
Yeah.
Somehow, I
you-
don't think I'm going to be alone in saying that.
You know, I'm surprised though that Christian Nutrition like took notice of your video. I
He-
really am.
And I got to say, that did repeal one big thought we had about ego. But at least he came across as like he was definitely very concerned and very thoughtful, and
Yeah.
that meant a lot, you know.
Did he ever like watch the video where you made your complaints though?
Nope,
Did he ever respond to it?
nope.
Because part of me thinks that the only way he would come across you, besides recommended feed, is if he kind of knew a little bit about some people are making a video about you, and then, oh, hey, look, the same person is sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did. I'm gonna, for my own personal sake, I'm gonna say he didn't.
Okay.
But hey, if he did, you know what? At least we were kind to him in that video.
Yeah, if it was, say, like 2 years ago, and I made the video, I probably would have gone off and gone, like, full butthurt. Being
Well,
all
we
like,
did that once, remember?
Wait, who?
You and I did that once, that one interview time that we had last summer.
Right. No, it wasn't, like, really butthurt, but
No.
I
I
would
mean, it started getting in that direction.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It was very much so. Thank goodness nobody saw that. The one time I'm going to thank Skype for not recording that.
Oh, it didn't end up recording?
No, you see what? No, actually, wait, no, it did. But for some reason, it wasn't able to like hear whatever you were saying.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, another 3-hour conversation down the drain.
Hey, maybe we can try again some other time. Or that other video we were talking about explaining why we weren't too big a fans of God's Not Dead.
You know, bruh, I am so ready to do that. I would love to give people my explanation as to why I hate God's Not Dead.
I mean, I'm all for like Christian films. I think that we need more of those. But
Oh, definitely.
can we please like give them to people that know what they're doing?
You see, the thing is like, it's very much like, I'll guess I can relate the Christian market to how anime is doing because it's kind of being more pushed. It's more mainstream. More Christian movies are being released in theaters when years ago it's like only the ones with big studios would be pushed out, like The Passion of the Christ. And then you see this independent studio release God's Not Dead, and then a bunch of other movies followed by a bunch of other different studios being released nationwide. And a lot of them to commercial success, not really critical successes, but, you know. And I mean, there's a lot of people who have talent and who have skills. We definitely need people to step up their game in order to show that Christian movies can actually mean something besides gory depiction of Jesus's death.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Passion, I have my thoughts on that, obviously, we all do. But, you know, at least it did kind of help it become more mainstream and more
Definitely.
recognized.
I mean, I'm not a hater of Passion of the Christ. I absolutely love that movie, but I mean,
I have my issues with it. I like
just
it, but I
saying.
have some problems with it.
there's more movies besides that. More Christian movies that are good besides that movie is what I'm trying to say.
Cave Cat just remembered Nativity. That's an old one, but yeah, that is a good
came out
one.
that came out like 12 years ago, I think, because it came out in 2006. Or I don't know. I'm not good at math.
What I'm about to say is a little blasphemous, but do you know what one of my favorite biblical stories or biblical movies ever is? Prince of Egypt. Like, I love it. The DreamWorks film.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not really blasphemous.
Well, like, it's saying, like, I like that better than God's Not Dead. Well, because, like, yeah, they take a couple liberties by adding in some songs and, like, maybe a couple characters, but for the most part, they tell it in a very straightforward, respectable way, and the art direction is beautiful on that.
Yeah. Personally, I just don't like the movie because it gets in some inaccurate statements. I mean, inaccuracies in there. But I mean, besides that, it's a competently made movie. It's well animated. The music is great. The soundtrack is fantastic. Like it's really good.
It was very, very respectful.
I mean,
Now,
certainly better than that other Ten Commandments movie that was released with CGI. Like, good Lord, how did I think that was good?
Have you seen the direct-to-video sequel based off of it, the Joseph and the Code of Dreams or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I did. I did see that one. I thought it was boring.
I haven't seen it in years, so like I was gonna say, hey, like it's like I found it on for free. It's like, is it worth it? I guess it's not.
Apparently, though, Mark Hamill voices one of Joseph's brothers.
Whoa!
I wanna rewatch it just to see how Mark Hamill is.
to be fair, he was in Rhapsody Street Kids, so I don't know if that's as much of a selling point as it used to be.
Yeah. Oh, but kind of going off topic though, did you see that there's this like DC short they released on the DC Kids YouTube channel where it's Mark Hamill in getting kidnapped by the Joker and this other bad guy who's also voiced by Mark Hamill?
Oh, I love
It's
this.
super meta, and I love it.
I'm gonna look this up after
Yeah,
this.
you too. It's freaking stupidly hilarious. It's great. The entire plot revolves around his voice.
I mean, he's a great voice actor. I'll definitely say that. Probably my
Yeah,
favorite
that-
voice actor in regular show. I mean, I didn't watch it a ton until I did the TV talks on it, but he definitely did do an amazing job in like anything he was in.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about TV shows in general, well, mainly cartoons and anime, is when they use other people to redo certain voices, like for extra characters. And the one thing I hate about it is when it's super obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of cartoons, especially in anime, when it comes to like their dubs where they reuse voice actors, and I'm just like, come on, you couldn't hire some schmuck off the street to say this one line or something? Like, really? I mean, I guess it's good to them because they get a bigger paycheck out of it, but still.
Yeah.
And Mark Hamill in regular show is one of those voices because he voiced this astronaut in one of the early episodes who sounded basically exactly like Skips.
Yeah, there is that.
And he did a couple of other voices. Or Roger Craig Smith. I heard him a lot before he was Thomas in regular show too.
Yeah, I forgot about Thomas. I even forgot he even existed. I stopped watching when that arc was on.
Only remember Thomas because he's voiced by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Way past
That's the reason
cool.
why I remember him. Huh?
Way past cool.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I don't know if you're a Sonic fan, but who's your favorite voice actor?
I
Sonic.
am a Sonic fan. Actually, growing up, I was more Sonic than Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he came from 4Kids, I gotta say Mike Pollock is the best Eggman ever.
No, but who's your favorite Sonic voice actor?
Sonic.
Voice Sonic.
I kind of have a bias towards the guy who did it for 4Kids because Sonic X was such a huge part of my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I did that 1 hour even review of it where I asked one of the guys, 4Kids, like what happened with that.
Mm.
And I don't know, there is a bit of sentimental connection, but I can tell you one thing, it's not the one from Sonic Adventure.
Oh, he's my favorite. I love Brian Drummond.
I mean, I like him. I just don't think that, well, because, Brian Drummond in the first one, he didn't really get any direction.
Yeah. This is happening.
It was more of a joke off of, like, the fact that the voice actors in Sonic Adventure weren't able to get any direction. I mean, I do like him as a voice. It's just that I'm mostly exposed to him in Sonic Adventure 1, where it's, oh yeah, this is happening.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was, I read an interview and he said that they were given no lines. They had to just ad-lib it and make sure that their lines fit with the voice flaps. But besides that, they had, like, complete control as to what the characters would say.
Yeah, that's I kind of believe it. But, like, he was in Sonic Heroes, right?
Yeah, he was. In Sonic
he
Heroes
was
his best performance.
Yes. That's one that a lot of people hate that I actually really, really like.
Yeah,
I really like
Heroes
Joe. Especially because that's my favorite Sonic character in it, and you don't get to play as him very much. Espio.
Oh, yeah, him. But, I mean, the thing is, when I see people complain about Sonic Heroes, they always complain about the casino stage, and I'm just thinking, you know that there's a way for you to mostly avoid the pinball sections that everyone hates so much. There's shortcuts to that, so you don't have to play them that
there
much.
are two common complaints. I'm starting to run low on time here, but there are two common complaints that I do absolutely agree. Actually, three that I do agree with. Other than that, I think it's solid. One, the controls are really slippery. Like
Yes,
a lot of it
definitely.
is ice controls.
Oh,
Most of
yes.
the time, I have to be the fly people so I can not fly around. And even though you get to play as Espio, he's extra slippery, it seems. Two, they all play the same levels in the same order, which
Yeah.
I don't know. Although I do like the
Different
bosses a lot.
The thing is like they also play with different difficulties, but it's not enough to incentivize playthroughs, especially since the game gets gradually harder and
Well, like
you
Team
know,
Rose is like
difficult.
nothing. Team Rose is nothing. I could beat those stages with my eyes closed.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean,
And
Sonic
and
stages,
Sonic, like
especially
Sonics
towards
and
the
Darks
end,
are indistinguishable.
Sonic towards the end gets like 10 minutes, and then Team Dark gets like 20 minutes toward the end. I'm just like, how is this level not over? This is a Sonic game. Like, come on.
And then sorry.
And then the chaotic stages are the worst, especially when they get towards the very end.
Well, that's actually my next point is I love the chaotic stages, but there's a couple of them like Mystic Mansion or Egg Fleet that I
Yes.
want to kill myself at. Not actually, I wouldn't actually do that, disclaimer. But like, or like Grand Metropolis is the worst one. Kill every single enemy, and if you don't, it's all the way back.
I always
Which stinks though, because like some of them like Lost Jungle, Frog Forest, Casino Park, I really like those stages.
Yeah. But oh man, Egg Fleet is downright terrible. And same with Mystic Mansion. And
Which ones? Which ones? Sorry, did you say?
I said I really hated. I hated Metropolis. That one was terrible.
Yep.
Mystic Mansion. No, it wasn't Mystic Mansion. It was, or was it?
Yeah, it's the one with the torches.
Yeah, that one. That one was really bad. I'm trying to remember the stages. Oh wait, no, I'm getting confused with Hang Castle, which was the previous stage. That one wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that one was alright. It just had one cheap location.
Egg Fleet was. Ugh.
And like I like the Frog Forest one, which is basically Egg Fleet, but Egg Fleet just doesn't lend itself to that kind of mission.
I think that was the point. They were intentionally doing that.
I think if they switched Metropolis and Egg Fleet's missions, I think it would have been better.
I think if they thought of better missions, it would have been
just
better
like
instead.
I think if they just didn't repeat them all the time. Or one of them I think would have been cool is bring back a lot of people's favorite mechanic from Tales and Adventures, do like a race. I think that would have been kind of fun.
Yeah, actually, they should have done that instead. But no, we have collect a million stupid objects that mean nothing to the story, destroy a bunch of enemies, which are all counterintuitive to Eggman's plans. But whatever.
I gotta say though, the best part of that game is doing the Egg Emperor on Team Dark and seeing like how fast you can do it because the time doesn't stop when you have Team Blast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love it. It's so easy.
Yeah, the final boss is kind of like anticlimactic though. Like I'm just thinking this was not worth playing the game 3 more times.
But it has its flaws, but I still really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's still a good game. My favorite 3D Sonic game is still Sonic Generations. If you have not played it, I feel so sorry for you.
I have, but I wasn't able to finish it because my friend that owned it had to move away at the time, and that was not really on my mind when he was moving away. It was just more sad. So I got like halfway through, and I've never been back since.
Well, I don't know if your PC can run games, but if it can, get Sonic Generations off Steam. You can get it really cheap, and you will have a blast.
I don't doubt that.
Okay, well then you can get an Xbox 360 for cheap and Sonic Generations for even cheaper, and you'll still have a blast. Or PS3. I don't know if you're a Sony or a Microsoft guy.
My newest console is a Wii kind of guy.
So then that's a no generations kind of game.
I want some new stuff, but like, I want to pay for myself, and I'm a very tight spender, so I want to make sure I get like some really good cash going, especially in college, before I do it. Probably when I move out and the Switch is about to be replaced, then I'll get a Switch.
He's a college kid, people. He's broke every other day, so don't worry about it. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, actually, because I've saved up so much, I still haven't spent a single paycheck from like two of the 3 years I've worked. Like it's all just stuck in there.
Yeah, I'm just making more of a general joke because a lot of my college friends are always like broke. So, yeah, some people are wise like you, and people like you is the example I should follow because I'm about to be going into college. So, yeah. So that's cool. Oh,
well,
Jason Griffith though, least favorite Sonic next to the one who voiced next to Jaleel White. He's my least favorite.
Who's Griffith again? Is he the new guy?
He was the 4Kids guy. He's the 4Kids guy.
I have some sentimental value with him. But Jaleel White is my least favorite.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't really like him. I don't know why people love him so much, too. I'm just like,
The same reason I love the 4Kids guy. He's objectively not the best, but they have a lot of emotional connection with him.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
I dare you to try.
Elise!
All right, so I got to get on going for work. For you, Some Guy Arts, thank you very much for coming. I have sent you a Google Hangouts message. I'm going to see your answer to that pretty soon, off of live stream, of course. But thank you all so much for coming, and I will see you the next time I do one of these.
Hey, wait, when did you get in here?
Wait, what?